Hi, everybody. Okay, hello. I was asked to make this short and sweet, so I'd just like to say that Chipper MacKinnion was an excellent dart shooter and won many awards. Thank you. This is our fourth annual Sports Heritage Awards, I was just looking around and thinking, we've already inducted 5 Canadian champions. Les Gillis in boxing, Cookie McLeod in pool, the other guys. Chipper MacKinnion is a 4-time Canadian champion. Flora McKenzie in horseshoes. That's 4. Oh, and George Hughes led Central Juveniles, Canadian champions in the early 60s. So they used to say that we were the best little sports town in Canada. Well, that proves it. Anyway. Oh, I didn't leave them at the table. I left them at the table, geez.
Try those skates, bro.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. After a successful athletic career during his teenage years, where he played for the Waterford team that won the Nova Scotia Junior Juvenile Baseball Championship, following year by winning the Cape Breton Midget Hockey Championship, only to lose the provincial final to Bridgewater in 1972. Alexander Chipper MacKinnion was a 21-year-old looking for a new hobby to enjoy, and after joining the New Victoria Volunteer Fire Department in the early 70s, it was here he picked up his first set of darts. And little did he or anyone else know at the time, it would lead to the most remarkable dart career anyone has ever seen since then. In those days, it was thought the only reason anyone played darts in the Waterford is because, unlike other sports like baseball, hockey, basketball, soccer, darts was one of the very few sports you didn't have to wait till the game was over to start drinking. You could drink while you played, and sometimes the more you drank, the better you got. But it didn't take long for anyone to notice that Chipper MacKinnion was a special kind of dart shooter. Chipper, now 64, fell in love with the game at a time when darts was at its peak, when some of the greatest dart shooters in this town has ever seen playing in their prime years. Legendary shooters like Pat Campbell, Johnny McClellan, Lenny LeBlanc, Ed Tissell, Gay DeVoe. Just to mention a few of the great ones who played in leagues and tournaments all over the island, which was a perfect time for this young talented phenom to learn his trade. Chipper joined his first dart league at the Waterford Legion, and it was here he was spotted by another dart legend, Johnny Mac McClellan. And Chipper soon became a shooter in the highly regarded county league. To McClellan and Chipper soon became, To this day, Chipper credits his good friend McClellan, who's here tonight to watch his protege get inducted into the Waterford District Sporting Hall of Fame for contributing to much of his success as a dart shooter. I believe my success is due to practice against John McClellan, who for the last 2 months has thumped me and taught me a great deal about the game of darts. John was the driving force in the resurgence of darts in this town. The Gordie Howe of darts, I like to call him. And without him, myself and many others probably would never ever even known the game, MacKinnion once said before heading to England to compete in the World Masters Championships. While Chipper has enough awards and trophies to fill the Hall of Fame room itself, these are a few of the outstanding achievements in his legendary career. Chipper has won the Royal Canadian Legion Dominion Singles Dart Championship 4 times. He earned his place at the World Masters by taking 3rd place in the men's singles at the 1986 Nationals. He played for Team Canada at the World Cup in Edinburgh, Scotland in 1983. In the same year, he represented Canada at the World Masters, having earned that berth by coming in second at the 83 Nationals in Toronto. In 1984 and 85, he was invited to a World Professional Tournament in England. Around the same time, former world champion and then third-ranked shooter in the world, Jockey Wilson came and played matches against the 8 top shooters in Cape Breton. Chipper MacKinnion was the only shooter to win a game from him. Also in the mid-80s, Chipper, along with Johnny Mack, Lou Surratt of Sydney, Bobby Snyder of the mainland, played every second weekend in 4-man tournaments across the Maritimes and never lost a tournament. 36 tournaments, 36 victories, simply amazing. In his best year at the French club in 1984, Chipper cruised to a scoring championship in record-breaking fashion, hitting 667 points in 24 matches, 155 points ahead of the nearest competitor, an average of almost 24 points a game in the best start league probably in the whole province. Just to put what kind of shooter, what kind of league it was in those days, we had guys like Bat Cameron, who was known as the best shooter at that time. He was 20 years old and he was maritime champion. He wasn't old enough to get into the taverns, and he was champion. And another amazing feat in darts, and the gentleman is here tonight. This is one that I'm really amazed at. Is a gentleman here tonight who's being honored with the Hawks, Andy McIsaac. He hit 2 180s in one game. Like one game, you know, just one game. He hit the 180s, you know. And okay, but the most cherished achievement that Chipper is proud of is that one time in the mid-80s, he was the 16th ranked shooter in the whole world. The whole world. And because of these amazing accomplishments in the game of darts, the Waterford District Sports Hall of Fame is proud and honored to formally induct him into the Waterford Sports Hall of Fame. But I'm going to buck tradition a little bit. Usually, we have one of our committee members present the plaque to Chipper. But I'd like to call upon John McClellan to come up and present the plaque to Chipper.